Welcome to the Collegian Report. I'm Annie Witt.
And I'm Ella Stiefvater. South Dakota and the NCAA have reached a settlement in a name, image, and likeness lawsuit filed last year. The lawsuit, filed in 2024, challenged a proposed $2.8 billion agreement to compensate NCAA athletes for past participation in Division I sports, arguing it was unfair to smaller schools such as South Dakota State University and the University of South Dakota. According to a news release last week from South Dakota Attorney General Marty Jackley, the settlement reduces the first-year payment for the Summit League and Missouri Valley football conferences by 33%, approximately $2 million. The release also stated the NCAA will use a $55 million budget surplus to lower the amount Division I conferences pay in the first year of the $2.8 billion settlement. For more details on this story, go to the sdsucollegian.com.
Graduation is coming up soon, and the class of 2025 will notice some changes to commencement this year. After 3 years off campus, this year marks the first ever commencement in the newly renovated First Bank & Trust Arena. The last 3 took place off campus at the Dakota Bank Center during construction. The ceremony is on May 10th throughout the day. One major change is that the College of Nursing ceremony will be at 2 p.m. instead of the traditional 6 p.m. time. The ceremony will also be live streamed online as well as at the Student Union and McCrory Gardens. Congratulations to all graduates. And now we'll have Emily DeCock with the weather.
Emily, we've had a couple days of severe weather this past week. Are we going to see more of that for finals?
And actually, Ella, our 10-day forecast is looking pretty quiet and mild. Wednesday, we'll see a high in the low 70s and a slight chance of rain. We'll have a beautiful start to May on Thursday with sun and a high of 68. And then Friday will be more of the same with highs in the upper 60s. Sunshine will continue into the weekend with highs up to almost 80 degrees. And then into finals week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, there's a slight chance of rain, but overall it's looking pretty mild from here on out.
Good start to summer.
Yeah, it sounds wonderful. The University Programming Council is helping you round out your semester with music, food, and crafts. The annual May Day Music Festival will be at the Volstroff Ballroom in the Student Union from 5 to 9 p.m. on Saturday, May 3rd. The event will feature 3 performers, including King Izzy, the Smokin' Jacks, and Chris Morano, along with food trucks, tournaments, prizes, and even a mechanical bull. For more information or questions, you can contact Caitlin Grimsley at sdsu.upcshowcase@sdstate.edu.
Last week, hundreds of students celebrated agriculture on campus. On Wednesday, nearly 50 students showed up at 6:30 a.m. for the Milk Run, 3K, 5K, with breakfast served after the race by the Dairy and Swine Clubs. That evening, the annual Ag Banquet took place in Club 71 with awards for Cafe's Teachers, Advisor, and Club of the Year, and a guest speaker. On Thursday, 7 teams competed in an Ag Trivia Night, and the week concluded with a dance on Friday evening. All events were organized by the Cafe's Prexy Council.
The 2025 Jackrabbit Athletic Scholarship Auction raised more than $2.5 million this past weekend, setting a record for the 4th consecutive year. More than 1,000 people gathered at the event at the Sanford Jackrabbit Athletic Complex last Saturday. More than 500 items were up for bid between the online silent auction and live auction. This year's total beats out last year's record amount by almost $164,000. For more about the total, you can visit this story on sdsucollegian.com.
Coming up, we'll see how some students turn their trash into fashion
and tell you about a new club that's rocking on campus.
Great drill weekend, everyone. See y'all again next month.
See what part-time service can do at nationalguard.com/SD.
SDSU's Arbor Day was last Friday, and with the help of facilities and services, as well as residential life, students were able to get their hands dirty to celebrate. Students watched a presentation on the proper procedure for planting trees, and then split into small groups to plant the 15 new trees. The event also had music, snacks, and decorated desserts to celebrate the occasion. Tanner Aiken, the SDSU campus horticulturist and project manager, says it was a perfect day to plant some trees.
Turnout was excellent. Everybody's attitudes was awesome. It was just an overwhelmingly positive day. Our weather was incredible. It rained the whole day, the day before, and then it shut off as sun came out just enough, so we weren't drying trees out, but just enough to make it really a pleasure.
After this year's turnout, Aiken is excited to see how student engagement will grow even further for this event in years to come.
University Programming Council's Trashy Fashion Show happened this past Thursday. The event showcased student work on upcycled outfits. One student created a costume out of reused soda tabs. Another created a superhero costume of Jack the Jackrabbit out of cardboard and fabric scraps. Annie Fedden, arts coordinator of UPC, says she hopes the event makes students more aware of how much they really throw away.
It was just kind of to celebrate Earth Day and bring awareness to the amount of trash that students on campus are creating, and just asking them to be more conscious about their sustainability on campus.
For more information for future events that UPC holds, check out their page on Jack's Club Hub.
The Rock Bands Club had its annual concert at the Oscar Larson Performing Arts Center this past weekend. The club started as an idea from a music appreciation class. The club's purpose is to gather members to form bands and organize concerts, both on and off campus. The club currently consists of around 20 members with 5 different bands from a variety of genres. The event was an opportunity for SDSU alum Brett Werpy and his band called Keeping Score to take the stage.
Keeping Score has been rehearsing and together and working on music for about a year, and this is our first performance tonight, and we're hoping to get to play more music and create more music and get to play more shows.
The club intends to start doing 2 shows per year starting next year.
Kojo alum Ren Murphy is the South Dakota News Media Association Outstanding Young Journalist for 2024. Ren works for the Madison Daily Leader. It is the second year in a row for a Kojo alum to get this recognition. Last year, it was Mackenzie Huber from South Dakota Searchlight. Ren received the award this past weekend at the association's 142nd annual convention in Aberdeen. Amelia Schaefer of the Rapid City Journal shares this award with Ren.
Thank you for watching us through the school year, and thanks to all the students and faculty who helped make this newscast happen.
The Collegian Report will be back this fall. Have a great summer.